let's talk about what this new championship, new belt decision means. For whoever wins that other championship, let's talk about someone who probably shouldn't win it, but a lot of people have pointed to this, Cody Rhodes. If the story is Cody chasing the championship that his father never got, what do you do now?
Well, if you put this belt on Cody, then the fans will consider, well, they made a belt up to give it to Cody. I mean, I can't even think of how that would be the worst thing you could do to Cody Rhodes. If they were ready to see him win the big one, win the title that they took away from his daddy in the garden, slay the dragon that they had built in Roman Reigns, and he didn't. So even if they think that the idea is then, oh my gosh, Cody will have this belt and he'll establish himself for a year and then we'll have another match or whatever, fuck that. It will make it look like they gave Cody a belt because he couldn't win the real one. And that's just ridiculous logic.
Do you think, and again, there's only so much we know about this right now, just happened, we haven't really talked to anyone, but do you think this is just, we don't want to take the belt off Roman for whatever reason, we want to break a record of what day he loses the belt or whatever it may be, we don't want to take the belt off him, but we also know we have him less and less?
Make up your mind then. If you got him less and less and that bothers you, take the belt off of him and be done with it. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't kill the champion that's over at his title for the sake of trying to make a new one.
I mean, it's one thing doing this when the championship is weak. When you have a champion who's not doing something, not justifying doing it then, but at least then it's kind of like you're floundering. You have to try something. This is working right now. Roman Reigns is the champion and it's working.
It worked up until about 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It might be on borrowed time now, but yes. And they have spent a long time to get here to this point. And that this harms all major championship reigns they're going to do from now on, because again, what the fuck? If a guy can be champion for 3 years without being defeated or whatever the fuck, but then they just make another title belt up and say, okay, somebody else can be another champion, then it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why they think that they have to have the world champion specifically on TV every week. They need star power. They need entertainment value. They need something happening on this program. But it doesn't have to be the world champion. It was better when you didn't see the world champion wrestle except on pay-per-view and you only saw him come out and talk every so often. Then that creates more demand for that guy. And that doesn't wear out your world champion. Let everybody else fight amongst themselves to see who gets to that point. That's fine. So if they make up a new one and he's defending, as they said, fighting anytime, any place, anywhere, then he's just going to be one of the fucking guys, and Roman Reigns is still going to be special because he has the real title that nobody's ever beat him for. But in the process of having all this happen, he's going to be diminished somewhat because they're knocking him, calling him a part-timer, and fucking calling attention to the fact that even though he has been champion for almost 1,000 days, he's defended it 20% of the amount of times that most previous champions have. So it's a lose-lose. It's brilliant.